This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Good evening and welcome to the News at 7. I'm Rafael Sanchez. Clearing up confusion before the September 1st opening of the new Indigo Red Line. RTV6 noticed a dangerous situation in downtown Indianapolis at Illinois Street and the I-65 ramp. Drivers are running the bike spotlight to turn left to get onto the interstate. Now here's the problem. The turning lane has a red light, but the bike lane is green. Drivers see the green and assume they can go. Indigo added a designated bike lane on Illinois since they took one away on Capitol to make way for the new red line.
I know a lot of people are kind of freaked out by the bike lanes in addition to the red line, but I'm on board for rapid transit and these alternative modes of transportation.
Indigo now encouraging all those using the road to be aware of the new pavement markings and the lane configurations. You can also go online to indigored.com for more information tonight and up all the way through September the 1st. RTV6 is working for you tonight with a call to action from people living in a Southwest Side community, this community right here. It comes after surveillance cameras caught a man stealing a license plate during a time when kids were going to school and adults heading to work. This all happening around 7:30 Thursday morning. A black car pulled up on a Delphi Drive in the Colony subdivision in the Heartland Crossing in Canby. Now the man got out, he walked across the street and started unscrewing the neighbor's license plate. The entire theft, as you can see, caught on video from surveillance cameras.
I was shocked that they're doing it in the daylight. A lot of people steal license plates and use them on stolen cars to commit armed robberies. AT&T store was just robbed. So that's something we need to be watching for.
Within the last week and a half, IMPD's online records show that at least 17 license plates have been stolen. New at 7, a surveillance photo of the suspect in a credit union robbery in Castleton. Metro Police and the FBI say this happened at the Indiana Members Credit Union on East 82nd around 3 in the afternoon on Thursday. If you recognize that man there on your television screen, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 317-262-TIPS. From Johnson County and you tonight from Greenwood, a tool that lets residents and businesses to stay informed about crimes that happen within the city limits. Greenwood Police today launched a map-based software on their website. It will be updated weekly to provide the most up-to-date information. Crime categories include theft, criminal mischief, and burglary. Officials say the knowledge of such crimes can lead to greater awareness, communication, as well as prevention. An Indianapolis man once known as a drug kingpin will soon find out how much time he will spend behind bars. A federal jury in Evansville found that Richard Grundy III guilty on all counts. Authorities say that Grundy led a drug operation selling cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, and marijuana from outside of the country. Grundy was arrested along with more than 20 other people in 2017 on federal drug charges. The 4 other people on trial with Grundy were also found guilty of all counts. The trial was moved to Evansville after a mistrial, as you may recall, was declared in Marion County last month. In Hancock County, authorities need your help identifying a man who tried to talk to teenage girls. The sheriff's office says a man was seen between 7 and 8 o'clock last night in the area of County Road 550 West. He was also seen putting a letter into a mailbox. The man drove a newer black truck, we're told. Anyone with information on this suspect or surveillance video is asked to contact detectives. The number to call, 317-477-1199.
We've had quite a few clouds throughout the day, even a couple of showers. But as we look at satellite and radar right now, you can see much of central Indiana is dry. Your eyes, though, go here to northeastern parts of Illinois and extreme northwestern Indiana. That's where we've had a few of these showers popping up. And really the best chance of any rain is going to be north of Williamsport to about Lafayette. So even if you see one of those, it's not going to last very long. Checking out the view, though, it's a different story on the IU campus in Bloomington. Actually seeing a little bit of sunshine, 81 in Bloomington and Indianapolis, upper 70s for you in Kokomo. Over the next few hours, mostly cloudy skies, but mainly dry with temperatures in the mid-70s by 11 o'clock.
Kyle, thank you so much. A Call 6 investigation into tornado safety for schools is getting more traction now at the State House. Since our story first aired last month about the lack of tornado shelters in schools, the Indiana Department of Homeland Security has received several phone calls from schools interested in building a tornado shelter. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are looking for ways to help schools pay for those shelters. Schools can apply for FEMA funding to build their own tornado-safe room like the one in Salem, but they have to come up with a 25% match. That can run from hundreds of thousands of dollars to more than $1 million. Eddie Melton is a state senator from Gary, and he's looking for ways to help fund tornado shelter projects.
I'm sure that if we were able to invest in making sure that programs were in place where we can help support local school corporations with local dollars to match to go along with these federal programs, that would be of extreme help.
And putting this in perspective, our neighboring states have rules requiring shelters in newly constructed schools. But Indiana has no laws or building codes in place requiring new schools to have tornado shelters. Melton says Indiana is considering legislation that would make it a requirement for new schools in our state. If schools want to apply for a FEMA grant to build a tornado shelter, the application cycle opens on October the 1st. Indiana residents are taking advantage of the Mayor's Action Center right here in Indianapolis to fix problems in the city's neighborhoods. The Department of Public Works says the Mayor's Action Center has seen a 54% increase in requests since 2009. Residents are advised to reach out to the MAC to report things like potholes, high grass, illegal dumping, and streetlight outages. Most of that increase is thanks to the creation of the Request Indy website as well as the mobile app. And DPW revealed the increase while announcing the department's 2020 budget at a meeting Thursday night. And DPW Director Dan Parker says 60% of the MAC requests are passed on to his department. Now at 7, RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers is all about providing you the path to jobs, skills, and resources. And this month, we're highlighting how education can get kids ready to be the workers of tomorrow. Preparation matters. And RTV6's Erin Lish reports on how the Indiana Latino Institute is getting students ready from classroom to career.
So I had no clue what I was getting myself into.
Daniela Lopez wanted to go to college, but she wasn't sure where to start until someone told her to call the Indiana Latino Institute.
There was always someone there with an answer, and if they didn't have the answer, they guided me to someone who did have an answer, and that was very beneficial because I had no clue what I was doing.
She's now double majoring at Marian University. Lopez isn't the only one who struggled finding help. That's why this nonprofit reaches out to students as soon as they can.
We meet them at their houses, we do presentations at their schools and high school, and we work with them throughout high school and into college.
To figure out what students' interests and needs are, ILI provides free coaching and workshops for things like college applications, financial aid, and internship connections. This provided guidance for Alex Santana after moving here from Puerto Rico.
Even though I was a little hesitant because I was like, well, I'm through technology. I don't think they're gonna have a lot of options, and they actually did.
Now a senior at IUPUI, Santana is interning at Eli Lilly thanks to the help from ILI and is confident about his future because of the Institute.
Reasons why I am in the right track. I'm working towards a successful career because my foundation is solid thanks to them.
Working for you, Erin Lish, RTV6.
Let's take a look at some numbers. The Institute did a survey that found that 62% of Latinos sometimes, rarely, or never feel they have the resources for higher education. You can learn more about this program and other opportunities at our website, hiringhoosiers.com. Next on the news at 7, federal regulators issuing a warning about products being sold to people with autism and cancer. Why the concern and why it's being targeted. RTV6 is working for you. Just into the RTV6 newsroom as we begin with some breaking news now at 7. New information about state lawmaker Dan Forrestal, who was arrested earlier this week for driving under the influence, allegedly as well impersonating a police officer. Forrestal is a private with the Indianapolis Fire Department, and tonight the department says Forrestal has been suspended without pay for 240 hours. After that suspension is served, Forrestal will be placed on administrative duty. You can learn more about this breaking story tonight about Forrestal's arrest and IFD's new statement on our website at theindychannel.com. And we're also now learning of the death of a member of a legendary Hollywood dynasty. Peter Fonda died this morning at the age of 79. The official cause, respiratory failure due to lung cancer. Fonda became an icon of the 1960s, writing and starring in counterculture classic films such as Easy Rider. His father was Oscar-winning actor Henry Fonda, and his sister is actress Jane Fonda. New York City police are looking for a person they say placed several suspicious devices at a busy subway station during rush hour this morning. It prompted evacuations and a bomb squad investigation, as you can see. ABC's Megan Tavrizian is in New York with the latest tonight.
All public transit back to normal now after a scare here this morning at the Fulton Street station in Lower Manhattan.
New York City police looking for this person of interest, identified as Larry Griffin of West Virginia. Seen on video with the cart placing two suspicious devices at a Lower Manhattan subway station.
Both turned out to be rice cookers. There were actually two, one on the mezzanine and one on the platform.
This morning, a passenger approaching police at the Fulton Street station, alerting them about the rice cookers. The station, a transit hub just blocks away from the World Trade Center.
We have around 6 million riders on the subway every day, and that's 6 million pairs of eyes and ears. Between us, if we work together, if you see something, say something, we can keep New York safe.
The NYPD, MTA, and bomb squad all investigating, evacuating the station, forcing some commuters to find other methods of transportation.
All those police over there, everything's blocked off.
Today's scare coming a week after panic erupted in New York City's Times Square when a motorcycle backfiring caused thousands of people to run for cover over fears the loud noise was an active shooter.
Police saying an additional third empty rice cooker was found on the corner of New York's Chelsea neighborhood this morning. All three cookers the same make, model, and year. Authorities still unclear if they are all linked. Megan Tavrizian, ABC News, New York.
A warning tonight from the Food and Drug Administration. Products being marketed to cure autism and serious diseases like cancer have dangerous, even life-threatening side effects. The FDA says the products contain sodium chloride, and drinking them is like consuming bleach. The products are known by various names, including Miracle or Master Mineral Solution. FDA officials say when mixed according to the package instructions, that liquid becomes a strong chemical that is used as bleach. Drinking any of these products can also cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and symptoms of severe dehydration. You have to see this caught on camera in Florida. Man versus shark in an epic battle over a fish. YouTube video shows a Captain Rob Gorta, trying to get a hook out of a tarpon's mouth when a giant hammerhead takes over. Have you seen this? The shark tries to take off with the tarpon, but it's still on that fishing line. Captain Gorta believes the hammerhead shark was about 15 feet long, 1,300 pounds. Gorta says he didn't see that monster coming because he was focused on the hook.
I was going to take out the hook. Well, all of a sudden, the hammerhead ripped the fish right out of my hands. This is a 180-pound fish that it took for me, so imagine the size of the shark.
Yep. It was big. Gorta says the size of the tarpon prevented him from trying to save it from the jaws of the hammerhead. Let him have the fish. The giant shark circles the boat and patiently waits for Gorta to get the hook out. Once the fish is released, you can see some splashing on the top of that water. Under the surface, the shark swims away with the tarpon in its mouth, leaving behind scales in the wake. Listen, that shark was either going to have that fish or the people on that boat. So I would say the fishy's fine. The weather in Indianapolis will also be fine with the exception of some humidity and maybe some rain.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain in there, but we got a lot of dry time coming our way Saturday and Sunday, too. Let's show you Storm Team 6 radar, where things are fairly quiet, but we've had a few showers popping up here over extreme northwestern portions of the state and also back into Illinois. These are sliding toward the east and northeast, approaching Highway 41 there. So again, around Fowler, the best chance of seeing any showers in the RTV6 area this evening. The rest of us mainly dealing with some clouds. We've had a little more sunshine, though, around Bedford, Seymour, Columbus right now at 82 degrees. It's 85 in Bedford and 86 in Greensburg, while you're at 76 in Crawfordsville. A little more cloud cover. We've had that south breeze today. That's bringing back that humidity for us a little bit. And as we go through the next few hours, those temperatures falling back into the middle 70s with mostly cloudy skies. And our sun's going to set here in a little over an hour at 8:40 p.m. Overnight tonight, with the blanket of cloud cover, temperatures are going to stay mild in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees, 69 in Indy and 67 in Columbus. So from those clouds, we are going to get a little bit of rain here going into the first half of our Saturday. Here's TrueCast Saturday morning at 8 a.m. You can see the clouds. There's the rain in Illinois racing to the east. By mid-morning, really over the western half of central Indiana, some scattered showers and thunderstorms. We're not anticipating severe weather with this, but could have some areas of some heavy rainfall moving through. There's noon. And then as we get into the early afternoon, I think things will recover pretty nicely here. Actually see a little bit of sunshine with just a spotty shower chance left over. Most of us, we're talking about a quarter of an inch of rain or less, unless you get under a couple rounds of those thunderstorms. There you go into the afternoon. Once we start to see a little bit of sunshine, temperatures getting back into the lower and middle 80s, which is right about where we should be for this time of year. 84 in Indy, 83 in Bloomington. Second half of the weekend, a little drier, a little hotter too. Will be around 90 degrees Sunday afternoon, and heat index values into the middle 90s. About a 30% chance of a shower or storm there. We'll keep isolated rain chances going into early next week along with that heat. 92 on Monday. Still summer, still August, and we're going to prove that we can still get hot here. Cools down though by the end of the week. Highs around 80.
We'll take it, right?
Yeah, it's got some ups and downs, a little for everybody.
A couple of festivals, the State Fair is ending this weekend, and Sausage Fest. So
yeah, plenty of time to get out there.
Enjoy being outdoors. It's going to be okay. If not, you can blame Kyle on Saturday.
I'll be here.
I'll be here. Coming up with your nightly Hiring Hoosiers report, the talent pipeline connecting a college with a giant biomedical corporation. The benefits of bringing both worlds together next on the News at 7.
Friday, only at Ashley Home Store.
We have more Hiring Hoosiers on this Friday to share with you. RTV6's Amanda Starantino shows us the newly created partnership between the University of Indianapolis and Roche Diagnostics. It's building a custom pipeline of talent in the biomedical field.
Victor Ngalima is heading into his senior year at the University of Indianapolis. As a chemistry major, Victor is setting up his career path early with an internship with Roche Diagnostics.
Eventually, I want to go to med school. However, I see this as a really good gateway for me to just get a lot of experience, do good for a company, increase my value.
UIndy biology and chemistry students who are eligible can join the newly created Roche Academy. Students will complete a Roche customized curriculum path and summer internship experience focused on the hands-on life science and engineering skills necessary for employment at Roche.
We're in the diagnostics business, in particular on our side of the support organization, and we go out and we take care of our customers' equipment out in the laboratory, in hospitals and doctors' clinics and things all throughout the United States. And so these individuals that are going through the Roche Academy, we need people that are out there.
Roche Diagnostics partnered with UIndy to create the next generation of their workforce. With a large portion of their current staff heading into retirement, Roche needed to create a strategy to recruit new talent for their team. Juniors interested in the program will interview with Roche and then begin to take electives Roche has specified as part of their initial training. Then those students will take a paid internship with Roche the summer leading into their senior year.
As long as that works out, they like Roche, and everything was going along well with that internship, then we'll put a job offer in front of them at the beginning of senior year, and they will be able to make that decision. And if they choose that, yes, this is the right job that they want to partake in, they continue the senior year with the electives, and then upon graduation, they have a job lined up.
Russ says this job is a great way to start working for a company that you can continue to grow your career path with.
They can move into other field jobs. They can move into jobs that are based out of the Indianapolis campus, and they can go in a technical path onto leadership. There's a lot of different opportunities that this opens up the door for.
It's an opportunity for students like Victor from Brownsburg to kick off their career early and prepare to become a successful member of Indiana's workforce.
I'm ready to learn a whole bunch because, I think I know about Roche, but there's so much more for me to learn, and I'm really looking forward to just all the knowledge there is with all that.
Working for you, Amanda Starrentino, RTV6.
Amanda, thank you so much. You can find out more about Roche Academy at our website, hiringhoosiers.com. We'll be right back after this break.
Lower our drug prices now.
All right, we'll start off tomorrow morning with some scattered thunderstorms improving through the afternoon, and then the heat is on here into early next week. Highs around 90 degrees. Refreshing change, though, by Thursday and Friday.
Kyle, thank you so much. You have a great weekend. We want to thank you for making RTV6 your choice for news. Our next newscast tonight at 11 with Mark and Amanda. Have a great weekend.